Suppose you are working on a song. You spent a lot of time on it, and it is pretty much the way you want it. However, it's a rather big song. You may have 50 tracks, 100 tracks, and it goes on for several hundred measures. And everything sounds good, except perhaps you'd like to put just a little extra something in the middle of the song. Here's an example on this page I have. You see there's 3 tracks to keep it simple, sax, drum, and organ, and it plays along for quite a while, and I think I want something else. Let's just play from measures 6 to say 12. You see what it sounds like. Okay, now it's going to repeat from the beginning. Yeah, okay. Well, I think it would be really cool if at measure 10 I insert a fill, maybe a fill of say 1 bar. So what I want to do is take all of these tracks and shift them off to the right for 1 bar. Now you'll notice though that the events don't stop at bar 10. Here this one goes from all the way up to bar 18. This one here is 6 to 14. But I want to cut it, which is what I would have to do. I would actually have to cut using the tool. You go to the right and hit the scissors and then select each of the tracks and do that, which is a pain. However, there's a much easier way to do that, and that's using the range tool. I will show in this example that I want to add 1 bar at measure 10 and shift everything from 10 to the right. So what I need to do, first of all, is make sure snap is on, and I'm going to move it for a bar. I could have chosen a beat. Suppose I just wanted to add 1 or 2 beats of extra information. Or I could use the quantize. If, for example, I wanted to, let's just show you. If I had quantize, I could make it move perhaps an 1/8 note for whatever reason. I could choose however much I'm going to shift it. But for our purposes, I'm going to shift it an entire bar. So I've now selected snaps on. I'm going to work with a bar at a time. And I'm going to go to bar 10, and I will right-click, go to the second icon, range selection, and now you'll see that the icon has changed on the cursor. It's an I bar here. I'm going to go into one of the tracks, regular click down, and drag. And it's dragging a bar because that's why I established with the snapping. And I will continue moving the mouse up so it will select the other tracks. If I had 100 tracks, it would be very easy to just keep going down and doing all of them all at once. If I didn't want to do some of the tracks, I could also have picked that and hit the control key and turned that one off, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm doing all these tracks here. Once the tracks are selected with this range, I will go to Edit, Range, and at the bottom is Insert Silence. As you can see, there's a keyboard shortcut for that too. Control-Shift-E or Command-Shift-E. When I select that, here I go, it instantly adds an entire space of silence of the 1 bar that I selected, and everything else is shifted to the right. That is just perfect, and the nice easiest way, as you'll notice, it's actually done all the cutting for us on the tracks that spanned across bar 10. Now I could put whatever I want in there. Here, just for fun, here's a 1 bar fill that I'll put here. This is not going to be pretty, but I think you'll get the point. See, it just picks up right where you wanted it to with nothing lost. And that's how simple it is. Use the range tool, then do Edit, Range, Insert Silence. Check out my new course. It's called Cubase Overview, what it is, what it does, and what version to use.